Hey,
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
I was wondering if you could help me set up my Calendly account. Can you, let me share my screen with you here.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yep, I can see it.
Okay, so I made these buttons here and I wanted to set up a Calendly account and then link that to the buttons here on my website. Can you help me with that?
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, I could we could do
So
it
I don't
either
even
way.
have an account yet, so I'll have to start there. Do you
Yeah,
want, would it work if are you able to control my screen and kind of help walk me through that?
yeah, for sure. I'm happy to do it that way. I'll request control there. Cool. So let me see. Awesome. So you have this built out with like an Elementor site,
Uh-huh. Yep.
and yeah, so just having a way for people to click this and book a call over in Calendly. Um, yeah, we could set that up. Let me I think my audio is low. I need to increase my input volume. There we go. Yeah, cool. So going over to Calendly, we'll get started. And you have, do you think you could enter in your work email there?
Sure.
And if you click sign up, right there. Cool. And I guess I'll take control here for a second. If we sign up with Google, um, we'll should get a code. 1 second. Cool. So yeah, that's like a Google sign in. So whenever you go over to Calendly, you'll just sign in with Google
Okay.
um, Calendly to edit, share, and delete calendars and access Google Calendar. So yeah, this so we can hook it up to Google Calendar. It works with a bunch of other calendar softwares, but I guess we could absolutely hook it up to Google. That's the way I use it. Allow access to calendar, so it'll like create events and stuff
Okay.
here. Then you have like a name. So this is like you'll give people this URL, calendly.com/your URL. And I know we're linking to it from the website, so it doesn't really
What
matter.
is that
Yeah,
the link that I'll give people to book with me?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So um, you do like CFO bookkeeping
Uh-huh. Yep.
services? Cool. We could do CFO bookkeeping. I mean, that's probably taken. Let's see. Oh, CFO bookkeeping. Did I spell that correctly?
Yep.
2Ks. Okay. Time zone is central. That's important to have it. That's your time zone
In my
there.
time zone. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Then your Google
Does it convert
calendars.
people in their time zones when they're booking with me? Does it convert like that?
Yeah, usually, and they can also select their time zone. So if I go to my Calendly, it will look something like this, where um I'm trying to see if I can find the time zone on here. Meeting ID. Oh, here we go. Time zone. So it defaults to the time zone that the person has on their computer, but they could also change it
Okay.
um, if it happens to be wrong or they're using a VPN or something like that. But yeah, so here's how Calendly will work. We'll check for conflicts in the calendar, conflicting events, and we'll add events to the calendar.
Is it connected to my calendar already because of the login email address? Or do
Yeah,
I? Okay.
I think so. It had that screen where it said like allow access, and so that just makes it easier since we signed in with Google.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
but yeah, I think if you had like a password or something, it would ask this. You could like connect to Google account. It would say like the same thing
Okay.
uh, to connect it. And yeah, so should already have access and everything, but we'll test it out and make sure it works. let Calendly know you're typically available to accept meetings. So with your hours, what are your usual hours? And you could change this later.
I'll probably do afternoons. Uh, maybe like in there.
Cool. And then you can check those boxes. Those are the available days. I don't know if you have like certain days. Cool.
Okay.
We'll do that. Don't worry, you'll be able to. Yeah, so we could change that too. And then if you click continue, personalize your experience. What is day-to-day work? This is just a random survey. You could just say leader, entrepreneur, or whatever. And then finish. And so I haven't set up Calendly in like a long time. I've edited my Calendly a bit, but we probably set yours up. Okay, that's nice. They have a setup wizard over on the right, but yeah, so setting your meeting location. So I could just walk you through this as well. So if we edit this meeting, this is I guess like a default one. Are your meetings usually like 30 minutes or like an hour?
Yep, it's just a consultation call, so 30 minutes will be fine.
Cool. So so I guess this is like a live preview. Event details. So we can edit the event details, change it from 30-minute meeting to 30-minute consultation. Duration 30 minutes, location. And so if you have like a Zoom account, you could hook that up here. I mean, I assume you're doing these mostly on Zoom. Is that right?
Yep, it'll be Zoom.
Cool. So I mean, with my meeting, that we're actually on now, I just paste the Zoom link details in here, but you could also connect it to Zoom. But I just usually paste the URL here.
Description.
Yeah, I'll be like Zoom link. And you can also add like other details here, like just any other kind of information people would usually need for the meeting. And so save and close. Then host and invitees. So and allow invitees to add guests. That's probably good because you're working with businesses that have a bunch of people at them, so they might want to invite a few people to the call. And here's a big one: how many days in advance can people schedule into the future? So I mean, do you want to do like a 2 weeks out or 30 days? I usually do like 30 days at the most.
Yeah, I was thinking 30 days would probably be fine.
Sounds good. Then let's see, available hours. It's going to default to these hours. It's perfect. And then buffer time. This is nice. I don't know if you want to add like a buffer time of like 15 minutes. That way there's not like 4 meetings booked back to back to back.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
After event, 15 minutes. And so that's awesome. And so then if you like were to put something on your calendar at like 12 to 1, it would mean that there's not an option to book right at 1. Minimum notice. Okay, so here's like minimum notice of like how many hours before the event can somebody book. I usually do like 12 hours.
Okay.
Plenty of time. So I would know by 1 a.m. or when I wake up in the morning that there's a 1 p.m. meeting scheduled.
Sure.
Daily limit. If you ever do want to set a daily limit, you could do that. Then additional options, time zone display, use the invitee's time zone, and then start time increments. Okay, so this is like time slots. So it's like you're available at 1, you're available at 1:30, you're available at 2, 2:30. If you were to change this to like 10-minute increment, it should mean that you're available at like 1:10 p.m. or something like that. But I usually do like a 30-minute, so then it has to start on the 30-minute mark sometime.
Yeah, I'd rather have it stay on the 30 minutes.
Cool. Then save and close. Then, yeah, so we got scheduled times, book page options. So here's where you can add or edit invitee questions if there's something you want to know about people before the call or have like an agenda.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, do you have any like ideas of invitee questions now, or
I'll have to think about it. I mean, you could always say, I don't know, what industry are you in or something like that would be fine. I'll have to come back in and edit properly.
Cool. And then this is the drop down checkboxes, all that kind of stuff, whether you want it to be required or not. And then we'll just have that there, because then when people click on, can I click on this from the preview? I don't know if I can. It'll ask them once they go to book that. And you could add more questions. I assume for the free consultation, you're not doing payments, but you could do payments for
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not doing payments.
paid meetings. And then after booking, let's see, redirect to an external site. So you could redirect back over to your WordPress site and say, thanks for booking with me. Excited to consult with you. You could even like redirect to like a video page and then get people going with something like that.
Okay.
Or just the Calendly confirmation page by default. And then links on confirmation page. We don't really need that one, but that's if you want to send people to your YouTube channel, send people to the site. So booking page options and communications. This is like the emails and text message reminders, so people can get like a 1 hour notice of like an email 1 hour before the meeting, an email 24 hours before the meeting. Usually I like to do like a 24-hour reminder and a 1 hour email.
Okay.
And so replies to the host email address, that'll reply to you. And then you can always change this, like if you want to change the text and use these variables, but you can always come back in here and change this. I just leave it as the default. My invitee full name, this is a reminder, your event, and then this kind of thing. I haven't even looked through these variables that much, but it's kind of cool. You could even dive into some answers that they submitted to questions. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Then timing. So
Oh,
20,
so to do 24 in 1 hour, I just add another reminder right there.
yeah.
Okay.
Do
When you
one.
set up that one, the second one, does it give you another area to make another email with the text, or does it send the same email text both times?
This would be the same one both times.
Okay.
But you can, if I save that, we could add another one. We have our email reminders. I guess we can't. I thought we could add like a couple different email reminders with different items on them, but I guess it is the same one. But then yeah, you have email reminders and then also text reminders. It might be like with a pro plan. I don't know if you could do different ones with the pro plan. But then text reminders. This is pretty cool if you're collecting phone numbers to text people, but I'll just leave the email one on for now. And then you could do an email follow-up. I don't really know why you do an email follow-up. If you had the process really nailed down and like basically everyone you went and had a meeting with had like a interest in like a follow-up consultation, you could do that. Or I guess this is probably more for people who have paid meetings where they charge customers for an hour of time and then they have an email follow-up that says, hey, if you want to book another hour, here's a way to do it. So it just automatically follows up with them. But for a free consultation, you probably don't need that one. And we'll save and close. I don't know what the workflows. That's a paid feature and we're just looking at the free one for now. But when you upgrade that, there might be some more options there.
Okay.
But cool. So then going into March, yeah, so it's 30 days out. It looks perfect on the booking. So then all we should need to do, and it looks like it auto saves everything, so that's awesome. Let's make sure it did that with it. Okay, perfect. So it saved everything.
The link to send to people, oh, the copy link, is that just where I get that link? Oh, is that
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this would be the link. So if we go back over to Elementor, you can say schedule a call or like schedule a 30-minute meeting and then link out to this. And then if you do options, open a new window, and then we update, we should be able to schedule a call, and that opens us up.
Okay.
And yeah, so then people should be able to book with you. Let's book one of these as a sample. We'll make sure it works with the calendar. What's that, gmail.com? Schedule event. Your event is scheduled, 30-minute consultation. And we didn't turn off anything for like cancellation or rescheduling, so it's going to let people cancel and reschedule, which I assume is all good, but you could change that if you wanted to. But yeah, here's the meeting on the calendar now. So I'll get an email as well with these details, and then you'll just want to put in your Zoom link for the location information, and
Right.
here's where you can cancel or reschedule and everything.
Perfect.
But cool, I guess that's, and then we just drop this down into the other buttons. I think we can actually do in Elementor, there's a cool feature with there was an option for like an internal link we could do, internal URL, and then we could link to another one. So like sometimes I'll use this internal URL feature if I'm like putting this in 100 places on a website, because then we could store that somewhere, that link, and then we should be able to update it in one place and it would update across the website, which is actually what I do. I don't know if I'm looking at even the right thing. I might be looking at the wrong thing there. But yeah, there are some ways to do that with Elementor, which is pretty cool. But with only 3 links, it's not that big of a deal. But now that should be all linked up on your site.
Perfect. Oh, that's great. I think that's all I was trying to do right now today. I saw on your YouTube channel that you do some work with setting up online courses and things like that.
Yeah.
And I may offer some kind of training courses in the future. Is that, could I reach out to you when I get ready to help me get that set up?
Yeah, for sure. Just if you reach out, magicquillmiddleton@gmail.com, or just you could just book a link on the same email. We could set up like a plugin in WordPress to create some courses.
Perfect. Okay, great. Thank you so much for your help. I appreciate it.
No problem. All right. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks. Take care.
You too. Bye.